Hi, we are the Bay Area Blue Team, and we are here to talk to you about smart recovery with Watson IoT. 40% of patients fail to adhere to treatment recommendations, with this number climbing to be as high as 70% based on the complexity of the treatment recommendation. This results in reduced treatment effectiveness and an increase in hospital costs upwards of $13 billion annually in the US alone. So what happens when someone becomes physically injured? We're going to talk about two main parties: patients and practitioners. Patients simply need help recovering, while the practitioners need the patients to adhere to recovery guidance in order to get better. The challenge is that patients live busy lives, and sometimes the recovery guidance can be hard to remember, hard to track, or hard to follow. The challenge for practitioners is the lack of a feedback loop to see if patients are actually adhering to the recovery guidance they provided. We believe the solution is Watson IoT Smart Recovery. This is a simplified patient journey going from the traumatic event all the way to either healing or not healing. We would like to focus on the area of being evaluated and provided with a treatment plan, then deciding to follow or not follow that particular plan, specifically by addressing a lot of the challenges highlighted on the previous slide. We see that there is desirability for patients and practitioners to recover and help recover. We see that there's viability and that there are financial incentives to have patients recover more efficiently. We also see that there's feasibility based on many of the modern computing tools that we're all familiar with. So we really see this as an area of innovation. So what is Watson IoT Smart Recovery? Patient movement data is collected via wearable sensors, then pre-processed at scale, fed into a machine learning classifier in order to categorize the movement behavior, with the results being visualized in a shared patient and practitioner dashboard, which allows for a comparison between the recovery plan and the patient's movement behavior. This creates an open discussion between the patient and practitioner that's grounded in data, discussing specifically how the recovery plan is coming along. This is the technical framework that we recommend in order to execute this product. And with that, we'll go ahead and get into the live demonstration. Let's start by demonstrating how the data is captured. John here has this phone with multiple sensors that collect various movement data. He will now stand up and sit down, stand up again, and then walk back and forth. This entire time, information is being sent from the sensors in the mobile phone to our classifying algorithm in order to predict what type of movement behavior John is engaging in. The UI then pulls in movement behavior predictions, which are visualized in the dashboard. Patients and practitioners can then compare their recovery plan versus their actual, and then have an open conversation about any changes that need to be made in regards to their behavior or the recovery plan itself. An example would be that here, Bob Williams has been prescribed to only be on his feet for no more than 4 hours per day, but currently it looks like his movement behavior is indicating that he's spending a little bit more time than that. The patient and practitioner can then use communication tools such as video chat or push notifications or reminders to make sure that the recovery plan is adhered to.
Thank you for your time. We truly think this is an area for innovation because of the desirability, feasibility, and viability of the product.